Welcome to The Dave Show. My name is Dave, and today I'm here to talk to you about this AstroAI brand of a cooler. This is a portable cooler. It's a refrigerator or freezer because you can have this temperature go down really low, and it's portable because you can take it with you. Like I'm here in the trunk of my van right now. The company did send me this product for review, but everything I say in this video is my own opinions, and they have no say in what I say in this video. But they did want me to show you what it is, how it works, all the pieces that comes with it. So let's take a closer look at this AI fridge slash freezer. Okay, first of all, this is their 55-liter fridge unit. It's one of the largest ones that they have, and you can put a lot of stuff in this. I'm going to show you the inside, but you can put all kinds of food storage, soda storage. Again, this could be a fridge or a freezer. You can go down to like -2 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm in the United States, so it'll be Fahrenheit over here. You can get super cold freezing or keep it as a fridge as well if you want to store like your sodas and beers and waters and things like that. Okay, it does come with a manual. You want to make sure that you read this pretty good before you start messing around with it. And you do get a power cable for your house, so you can use this inside or plug it to a power cable someplace if you want to run a cable to the outside of the backyard. You're having parties out in the back, that kind of stuff, you can do that. But you also get a car adapter for it, so you can have this fridge work in a vehicle. A couple things on the power cable here for your car. If it's hot wired in, like mine might be, I have to test it. You might run down your battery, so you don't want it to stay in there for very long or like hours, because you'll run that out. Or have your car running to continue power. But if you're on a road trip and you're driving for a couple hours, definitely plug this thing in, keep it going. I kind of recommend that you plug it in at home before your trip. Get it down to a certain temperature, because this thing is super thermal. If you keep the lid closed, you're going to keep the temperature nice and cold in there. If you get the temperature down at home, pop it in your car, you can go on your trip. If you're out at the beach, then for an hour, a couple hours, you're going to be perfectly fine. The other thing is, this is about 36 pounds just the way it is, without being filled with sodas, waters, beers, food, that kind of stuff. So it is a little heavy. If you fully load it up, you want to maybe get someone to help you with it. There is no wheels on this. It's designed to like move it to a location and let it sit there pretty much. So in a car, at home, in the backyard, things like that. Now let's take a close look at the inside. Okay, inside you can see that there are 2 compartments. Now this one is not as deep, and then this one is like really deep. You do have this rack that comes out, which is nice, so you can load this up with your food or whatever you want to with it, and then drop it in, which is good, so you can get to the stuff at the bottom. If you need to see what's at the bottom and you have it loaded, you take the food and stuff out of the rack. Really nice. And there's like little indents down there for some kind of cup holders, I guess. I'm not sure exactly, but you can see it's really well insulated inside here. And then there's also a light. There's a little light, LED lights on there. You got a chain to keep this from falling open, and a nice seal around the outside of the lid as well. On this side, this is where you plug your power cable into. It only goes in one direction. There is also a fuse on there, so I'm going to go ahead and plug in the car adapter part, because we're going to plug it in and we're going to give it a try. Okay, I did try plugging this into the back of the van, and there is no power to it at all times. It's not wired in hot. I had to turn the car on. So the van is on right now. To show you some of the features here. So you do get a control panel. There's a power button. Just press it and turn it on. Now I'm not sure if you can see that through here or not through the camera, but it's at 78 degrees and 13.1 volts, 12 volt Fahrenheit. That's the temperature, 78 degrees, and it's on max cooling right now. So these are your controls. You can turn this up 31, 32 degrees. Let's take it to 32 degrees, and it's at 78. I have a gun, a little temperature gun here, so I'm gonna go in here and just see. It says 79 degrees, 79.9. This says 78, so it's pretty close. I'm gonna try the back. The back one says 78.6. You Again, 79.5, and the LED light is on. I don't know if you can tell on that, but the LED light is on. So now it is on max mode, which is a max temperature process, so it'll cool down a lot faster. And then there's an eco mode, and then there's a high, medium, low, and you can change it from Fahrenheit to Celsius. This is a little button here that changes. See, it's max, econo. We'll go max. If you press and hold it, there you go. It's got high, low, medium. Press and hold it, it stays on like that. And then you can also change the temperatures and things like that. So I'm going to leave this running for a while, and I'm going to put a little timer on it, and we'll see how long it takes for it to cool down with the car running. Okay, I put a little timer on it here. Now I started this a few seconds, or probably a couple minutes after I plugged this in already. So the machine has a couple of minutes ahead of what the clock is. So we're going to come back in a little bit and see. It said it should cool down quite a bit within like 15 minutes. Again, this is a very tough test. It is probably almost 90 degrees here. I'm in Las Vegas. It is hot already. It's hot out here in the garage. I'm in the shade, so that's good. But we're going to give this a good test and see how well this cools down. Another thing to note is it is super quiet. My car engine, of course, is louder than this thing, but I could barely hear it. I can feel the fan on the side, but I could barely hear it. So, all right, let's let it cool down. Okay, I just hit about 15 minutes here from my clock. Again, I had started this a couple minutes earlier, and it's down to 54 degrees. So 15 minutes, it was at 78, so it's dropped definitely about 20 degrees. Let's check the inside of it. I got 56 here. About 69 in the back compartment, the smaller one. It says 55 on here, so it's variable. It's off by a little bit. Now I don't know if this is going to be more accurate or if this is going to be accurate, but you get the idea that it is cooling down. It's down to 51 degrees now, so it's starting to cool off faster. The more it goes down, the more it's going to cool. And then also, if you have product in there, if you have cold stuff that's cold already, that's going to help drop it. If you have stuff in there that's hot, it's going to take longer to drop the temperature. So again, 16, 17, 18 minutes just running in the car. So there you have it. As you see, it is dropping in temperature by just plugging it into the car. Again, I do recommend that you do this inside the house, get it down to temperature, and then put it in your vehicle before your trip. It's more convenient and more economical that way than having your car running for a half an hour or longer. But if you're looking for a really nice, good, cooler freezer, again, you can get this down to freezing temperatures, then this one may be the right one for you.